Imagine running a billion-dollar empire where, your toughest board member is also the person you share a bed with,
Oh, man.
right? There's no off switch. Just 247 high-stakes capitalism mixed directly into your marriage.
That is the ultimate recipe for either, well, absolute market dominance or just a spectacular explosion.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, in the case of the 1970s New York real estate scene, a bit of both.
Welcome to today's deep dive into excerpts from The Gilded Partnership, The Rise and Fall of the Trumps.
Not to be here.
Our mission today is to, look right past those old tabloid headlines and really analyze the ambition and the heartbreak that built this empire.
Okay.
Let's unpack this. Because if you strip away the gold plating, this isn't your standard lone billionaire genius story.
No, it really isn't.
It reads exactly like a ruthless high-growth startup where the co-founders just happen to be married.
Yeah, and to understand that startup dynamic, you really have to look at the division of labor back in the 70s. Donald brought this massive, audacious vision, and Ivana brought the actual execution.
Wait, I'm struggling with this, because here's where it gets really interesting. We always see the glitz, but how much of this lifestyle brand was actually driven by Ivana's operational grit?
A huge amount, actually.
Because you're telling me a European former ski champion with, no prior real estate background was running the on-the-ground operations for luxury hotels.
She was.
How does that actually work?
Well, what's fascinating here is the direct translation of her athletic background into corporate execution. You don't become a competitive ski champion without a ruthless ability to calculate risk and optimize for speed.
Oh, sure.
So she applied that exact training to real estate. Instead of ski gates, it was construction milestones.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, she ran site inspections and interior design projects with this punishing discipline, like she was preparing for the Olympics.
So he's out there selling the dream to investors, and
Yeah.
she's the operational engine making sure the imported marble actually gets installed on time.
Exactly. She audited every detail to eliminate friction. And that relentless velocity, that's what built the brand. Right. But, it's also exactly what created the friction between them.
Because when your boardroom is your living room, every single business disagreement has personal stakes.
Oh, totally. Every personal grievance bleeds right into the corporate strategy.
It's basically like a skyscraper built way too fast.
Oh, that's a good analogy.
Right. The higher it gets, the more the foundation just fractures under the pressure of constant expansion.
Yeah, and if we connect this to the bigger picture, the structural failure was kind of inevitable. Their ambition just lacked any boundaries.
Just pushing for more.
Exactly. The source material highlights this constant expansion, bigger casinos, massive debt, higher risks. Donald was always pushing the throttle.
And the sheer stress of those long hours eroded their personal foundation.
Yeah, the growing distance, the whispers of another woman.
Right, the tabloids.
Yeah, that ensuing public confrontation, it was all just the final sparks in a highly combustible environment.
Which highlights the extreme danger of enmeshing your personal identity so thoroughly with your corporate brand. Because when the marriage fractured, they couldn't just quietly separate.
No, their private pain was instantly commodified into public drama.
It's wild.
It forced two incredibly powerful people onto opposite sides of a bitterly contested legal battlefield.
But they both survived the crash.
They did. He continued his rise in business and politics, and she refused to be a victim.
She leveraged that operational grit.
Exactly. She emerged as an author and an independent entrepreneur. She proved her business acumen wasn't just a byproduct of the marriage.
So what does this all mean for you? It's a fascinating lesson in resilience, really. Heartbreak isn't a failure. It can be a catalyst for finding your own strength.
Absolutely. It forces you to ask where the professional ends and the personal begins.
It really does. Which leaves me with this one lingering thought. If their business partnership had never been entangled with their romantic relationship.
Right, what would have happened?
Yeah, would the empire have ever reached those same towering heights? Or was that volatile, deeply personal fire the exact fuel required to build it in the first place?